Welcome everyone. Today we are diving into something truly fascinating, a story that connects history, heritage, and the hidden power of a small object that can bring huge rewards. If you've ever dreamed about finding unexpected treasures, you're in the right place. First up, let's talk about the year 1966. It was an important year for Australia because this was when the nation introduced decimal currency, moving away from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. Among the very first coins of this change was the 10-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. The coin's design carried a strong national identity. On one side, the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II symbolized the connection to the monarchy. On the other side, the image of a lyrebird, a native Australian bird, was chosen to highlight the country's wildlife and cultural pride. Now, here is where it gets exciting. The 1966 10-cent coin without a mint mark is not just any coin. Most coins struck in that year came from the Royal Australian Mint or were produced overseas. But those without a mint mark are highly collectible, and collectors always keep a close eye out for them. Because 1966 was the first year of decimal coinage, every piece from that time carries historical weight. This particular 10-cent coin becomes even more desirable because of its role in launching a new monetary system in Australia. That's why people don't just see it as change, they see it as history in the palm of their hands. Over the years, these coins have gained a special place among collectors. Their scarcity in excellent condition makes them stand out even more. A clean, uncirculated 1966 Elizabeth 10-cent coin with no mint mark can fetch surprisingly high prices in the collector's market. When you hold one of these coins, you're not only holding silver-colored metal, you're holding a piece of 1966 itself. Every detail, from the crisp edges to the image of the lyrebird, reminds us that this coin was part of a turning point in Australia's story. Collectors love rarity, but they also love meaning. This coin offers both. It is rare without the mint mark, and it represents the beginning of decimalization, making it an unforgettable keepsake that has lasted for generations. Let's talk about value. A circulated coin may already bring you a fair price, but the real treasure lies in those coins kept safe, shiny, and untouched. In high-grade uncirculated condition, this 1966 10-cent coin has been valued up to $7,500 at auctions and private sales. That is a serious reward for something so small. Even coins in slightly lower grades can still reach into the thousands of dollars. This is what makes searching for these coins so exciting, because you never know what you might find in your own collection or hidden in an old family drawer. Remember, collectors aren't just paying for the metal. They're paying for history, nostalgia, and the chance to own something that connects them directly to Australia's past. That's why these coins continue to shine in the world of numismatics. The thrill of this hobby is unmatched. You could have a coin that people are desperately searching for, and without realizing, it could be worth a life-changing amount. That is the kind of motivation that keeps collectors inspired every single day. What makes this coin especially appealing is that it's not just valuable to Australians. Worldwide collectors chase after it because it marks an international moment in currency history. Its story belongs to everyone, and that adds even more value. When you think about it, a single 10-cent coin from 1966 can do more than just sit in a wallet. It can tell a story, spark conversations, and open doors to wealth. That's why its maximum value climbing into the thousands is not surprising at all. The no mint mark feature plays the key role. It gives the coin its uniqueness, its spark of rarity, and the reason collectors fight to add it to their showcases. Without that mark, it transforms from ordinary into extraordinary. Imagine holding a coin that someone once spent on something simple like a newspaper, but today, it could bring you $6,800 or even $7,500 in the right auction. That's the magic of numismatics, where small details turn into massive rewards. So if you ever come across an Australia Elizabeth 10-cent coin from 1966 without a mint mark, don't ignore it. Handle it with care, get it graded, and you might just be sitting on one of the most rewarding surprises of your life. In the end, this coin is more than metal. It is value, it is memory, and it is an opportunity. And for collectors everywhere, that makes it priceless. Next up, The 1968 Australia Elizabeth 10-cent coin without a mint mark carries an incredible story that links collectors directly to an important part of history. This coin may seem small, but its background, rarity, and rising demand make it a true treasure for those who value numismatics. The year 1968 was a crucial time in Australia's journey through decimalisation. Just 2 years earlier, the country had moved away from the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence. By 1968, the new decimal coins, including the 10 cents, had firmly established themselves in circulation. This 10 cents coin featured Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, showing her youthful portrait, which was used across the Commonwealth during that era. The reverse proudly displayed the lyrebird, a symbol of Australia's wildlife, beautifully designed by Stuart Devlin. Now what makes the 1968 coin so exciting is the version with no mint mark. Coins without a mint mark often attract serious attention because they reflect a specific striking process, and their absence of a mint mark adds rarity and curiosity to their existence. Collectors around the world chase such pieces because they stand out from the more common issues. For the 1968 Elizabeth 10-cent coin, the absence of a mint mark gives it a special identity, setting it apart from millions of ordinary coins produced that year. This identity is what transforms the coin from an everyday object into a collector's prize. Every time one appears on the market, collectors take notice, and its value climbs higher with each sale. The history of this coin is linked with the broader story of Australia's growth during the 1960s. It was a decade of change, modernization, and national pride. Having a coin from that period, and one with a unique feature like no mint mark, means holding a piece of that transformation in your hands. In terms of current market value, the 1968 no mint mark coin can already bring in a strong price depending on its condition. Coins that are circulated might fetch hundreds, but when you look at uncirculated or proof-like examples, the price can soar much higher. At the present time, collectors are willing to pay up to $4,800 for high-grade 1968 no mint mark 10 cents coins. This amount reflects not just the coin's silver-colored appeal, but its scarcity and desirability. Imagine discovering one of these coins tucked away in a collection or sitting in a forgotten box. That single piece could be worth thousands of dollars today, and its value only continues to grow. The maximum value is where things get even more interesting. As coin auctions have shown, the rarest examples can set record prices. If preserved in pristine condition, the 1968 Elizabeth 10-cent coin without mint mark could realistically reach figures up to $6,200 in the future. This potential increase in value is not surprising. History has shown us that rare decimal coins from Australia, especially those linked to Queen Elizabeth II, continue to rise in demand as collectors compete for them. The global market plays a role too. Collectors in Europe, America, and Asia are increasingly interested in Australian coins, especially from the decimalisation era. That international attention boosts the value even more. The absence of a mint mark is not just a small detail, it is the detail that can make a massive difference. Without it, the coin becomes a standout, a variation that sparks interest and pushes bidding wars higher at auctions. When thinking about the future, one thing is certain: as long as collectors value rarity and history, the 1968 Elizabeth 10-cent coin without mint mark will remain a shining star. Its price may start in the thousands today, but tomorrow it could climb even further. Every serious collector knows that now is the best time to secure such a coin. As supply becomes tighter and the number of pristine examples shrinks, the maximum value will naturally move upward. It is not just about the money, it is about owning something truly unique. This coin tells a story of Australia's decimalisation, of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, and of how even small coins can carry big meaning. For those who believe in holding treasures for the future, the 1968 10 cents no mint mark coin is a perfect example. Already valuable, already desired, and with the potential to climb into the thousands, it is a piece of wealth and history combined. So if you happen to come across this coin, remember that it is not just a piece of change. It is a powerful collectible that has already reached values as high as $4,800 and has the potential to touch $6,200 in the years ahead. This is why collectors everywhere are on the hunt. Because in the world of rare coins, the 1968 Australia Elizabeth 10 cents without mint mark is more than just metal. It is a future investment, a living memory, and a treasure that keeps on growing in value. Next up, the 1978 Australia Elizabeth 10 cents coin without a mint mark is a piece of history that carries both cultural and financial significance. Its design, its story, and the passion of collectors around the world have made this small coin something much greater than its face value. This coin was struck in a period when Australia was continuing to embrace decimalisation. Decimal currency had only been introduced in 1966, and by the late 1970s, the new system was fully established. Coins from this era marked not only monetary reform but also a nation's identity in transition. The obverse of the 1978 10 cents features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Arnold Machin. This portrait was used across many Commonwealth nations and became one of the most recognizable depictions of the Queen during her reign. The reverse side shows the lyrebird, designed by Stuart Devlin, an image that beautifully represents Australia's natural heritage. The absence of a mint mark on this coin makes it particularly interesting to collectors. Normally, mint marks help identify the place of striking, but when no mint mark is present, it creates a rare variation that excites the numismatic community. Collectors often value these no mint mark coins above ordinary strikes because they represent something different, something that breaks away from the standard production. In the world of coin collecting, difference means rarity, and rarity means value. So how valuable is the 1978 Elizabeth 10 cents coin today? Even in circulated condition, it attracts attention, but the true worth lies in examples that have been well preserved. Coins in higher grades can already bring prices into the hundreds, but in near-perfect condition, the value climbs even further. At present, the maximum value achieved for the 1978 Elizabeth 10 cents no mint mark coin can go up to $3,600 in the right market conditions. Collectors who are searching for missing pieces in their sets are willing to pay thousands for coins that stand out with rarity and quality. The demand for this coin is steady and continues to grow. Many people, both in Australia and internationally, are actively searching for coins from the 1970s decimal era. Among them, the no mint mark versions are considered highlights, which means competition among buyers pushes values higher. To answer the question of how many people want to buy it, the number is not small. Coin auctions, online platforms, and collector groups regularly show interest in the 1978 no mint mark 10 cents. Hundreds of collectors are ready to add it to their collections, and only those with determination and deeper pockets can secure the best examples. The story of this coin is one of purpose and pride. It was built as part of the circulating decimal system, designed to serve everyday Australians. But time and rarity have transformed it from everyday change into a prized collectible. Coins like this are not just about what they were worth when first minted. They are about what they mean decades later. The 1978 no mint mark 10 cents tells the story of Australia's growing independence in design, of its natural beauty represented in coinage, and of Queen Elizabeth II's long-standing connection to the Commonwealth. Is its value really high or low? For a small 10 cents coin, its value today is undeniably high. From a coin that was once worth only a fraction of a dollar, it now commands thousands in top condition. And the expectation is that its price will only continue to rise in the years ahead. Every year that passes makes these coins rarer. Circulated examples wear down, and fewer pristine coins remain. That scarcity drives up value, ensuring that the 1978 no mint mark coin maintains its place as a strong investment for collectors. The maximum value is already remarkable, but what about the future? Looking ahead, experts believe that this coin could reach as high as $5,000 for perfect specimens, especially as global interest in Australian decimal coins continues to expand. Demand is not limited to Australian collectors. Buyers in Europe, North America, and Asia all show interest in decimal coins, particularly those from Queen Elizabeth II's era. This worldwide demand gives the coin even more strength in the market. Holding one of these coins is like holding a bridge between past and present. In 1978, it was made to serve daily transactions, yet today it serves as a collector's dream. That journey adds a powerful sense of meaning to its value. Think about it. A coin once passed casually from hand to hand, now treasured and carefully preserved in collections that may last for generations. That transformation is exactly what makes numismatics so rewarding. For anyone lucky enough to find a 1978 Australia Elizabeth 10 cents no mint mark coin, the message is clear. This is not just pocket change. This is a collectible capable of bringing in thousands of dollars. Its current maximum of $3,600 and its future potential above $5,000 make it a coin worth holding onto. Collectors know that opportunities like this do not come often. The supply is limited, the demand is real, and the story behind the coin is rich with history. It is both a treasure of the past and an investment for the future. This is why the 1978 Elizabeth 10 cents without a mint mark stands as one of the most valuable coins of its kind. Its design, history, rarity, and demand all combine to make it a prize that collectors are eager to claim, and its journey is far from over. Next up, the 1982 Australia Elizabeth 10 cents coin without a mint mark is one of those fascinating pieces of decimal currency that continues to attract attention from serious collectors. It may look simple at first glance, but the story behind it and the value it holds today make it a treasure worth discovering. This coin was issued during the time when Australia was well into its decimal era, having shifted from the old currency system in 1966. By 1982, the 10 cents coin had already become a familiar part of everyday life, yet variations like the no mint mark edition added a layer of rarity that set it apart from regular issues. On the obverse, the coin carries the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin. This design, used across Commonwealth nations, symbolized stability and continuity. On the reverse, the beautifully detailed lyrebird created by Stuart Devlin stood proudly as a reminder of Australia's unique natural heritage. The absence of a mint mark is the factor that gives this coin its rare identity. While most coins display marks that indicate where they were struck, the lack of such a mark transforms this coin into something extraordinary. Collectors thrive on these details, and the no mint mark version of the 1982 coin is a prime example. In terms of history, this coin was produced at a time when Australia was preparing to host the Commonwealth Games in Brisbane. National pride was high, and coins from the early 1980s reflect a country firmly embracing its modern identity. That connection to a historic period further boosts the collectible nature of this coin. Where can you buy such a coin today? Collectors often find them in specialist auctions, online platforms dedicated to rare coins, and from reputable dealers who focus on Australian decimal currency. Private sales between collectors also happen frequently, since demand for this particular piece is strong. If you want to sell a 1982 Elizabeth 10 cents no mint mark coin, auctions are one of the best options. Online marketplaces also offer global exposure, but for the highest returns, numismatic auctions and coin fairs are highly recommended because that is where serious buyers compete. The question of whether it is worth much has a simple answer: yes. Even circulated coins command respect, but uncirculated examples can sell for thousands. Collectors are willing to pay more for coins that remain sharp, lustrous, and free from heavy handling. The current market shows that these coins can reach values up to $4,200 depending on grade and demand. This price is already remarkable for a coin with such a small face value, proving how much significance collectors place on rarity. Should you keep it or not? The answer is absolutely yes. This is a coin that grows in value as time goes on. Every year, pristine examples become harder to find, which means the maximum price will continue to increase in the future. Sealing the coin or storing it properly is critical if you want to unlock its maximum value. Professional coin holders or slabs provided by grading services protect the coin from scratches, dirt, and environmental damage. Such protection not only keeps the coin safe but also assures potential buyers of its authenticity and condition. Collectors place a premium on coins that are preserved well. A graded and sealed coin can fetch a far higher price than one left loose and subject to wear. This is why anyone who owns a 1982 Elizabeth 10 cents no mint mark coin should consider proper preservation as an investment. Looking ahead, experts believe that values could rise even higher, potentially reaching $5,000 for the best examples. Global demand is growing, especially from collectors outside Australia who value coins from the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. The absence of the mint mark is the heart of this coin's value. It is the small detail that makes all the difference. While millions of ordinary coins circulated in 1982, the no mint mark version is a rare gem, and that rarity is what drives collectors to pay thousands. The history, the design, and the rarity combine to make this coin more than just metal. It is a memory of a nation's progress and a collectible that continues to shine decades after it was made. Every collector dreams of finding a coin like this because it delivers both beauty and value. The lyrebird design, the Queen's portrait, and the no mint mark identity create a coin that is timeless. When you think about it, a single 10-cent coin once used in simple daily transactions can today transform into a valuable prize worth thousands of dollars. That transformation is what makes numismatics so inspiring. The 1982 no mint mark coin represents opportunity. It offers wealth, pride, and a chance to hold history in your hands. Selling it now could already bring great rewards, but holding on to it longer may unlock even greater potential. Collectors know that rare coins like this are not just purchases, they are investments. The 1982 Elizabeth 10 cents without a mint mark stands out as one of the most valuable decimal coins from that period, and its journey is still unfolding. This coin has already reached highs of $4,200, and with care and patience, future sales could break past $5,000. That makes it a treasure you should not ignore, a piece worth sealing, and a collectible to proudly keep for the years ahead.